Hi everyone, welcome to La Casa de Luz and to another pick a card. This one is entitled, What Do You Need to Know Right Now? So take a moment and see what pile calls out to you. So take a deep breath. And if you picked pile 1, we'll start the reading. If not, go to the timestamp below. All right, so if you chose the Dolphin Knife that my mother's friend's father carved, he passed away not too long ago. So she was giving these out, and this is the one I was able to receive. So this is your message. So, okay, let's see what comes out. Belief. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. All right, so that's a number 11 right there, belief. This is from the Sacred Activation, Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle deck. So looking at this, which is a beautiful symbol, I'm seeing a lot of activation going on, and you having to come into belief in your capabilities. So what is it that you need to know right now is that everything that you have been thinking about is true, and you have to believe in yourself. This is a big message coming out for those who picked pile number 1. So it's possibly... Okay, is there any more? Okay, so you may have been on a journey, really long, burdensome cycle, and you're just kind of coming out of this energy, or maybe it's that you don't think it's gonna end, and so Spirit is saying you have to have belief that this is only a cycle or a period that you're in, and you're going to be finding it's coming to an end. It's the 10 of Wands, so it's coming to an end. This is the end of a burdensome cycle. And how you're able to do it is with this idea of belief, because the Queen of Swords is someone who, she trusts her intuition completely. She's very strict on her mind, meaning that the mind, when it wants to run rampant, she's able to stop it, and she's able to say, no, I will be optimistic. Even though I have a lot of reasons to be pessimistic, I will be optimistic. So continue to work hard towards this idea of belief. So let's see what other cards you got. I'm sorry. Defenselessness. Righting past wrongs. Uprooting. So again, there's this sense of a long, burdensome cycle that you've been going through. It's very deep. Maybe your whole being was shaken and you don't understand anymore, and you're questioning your belief system, the old paradigm that you held onto. So what is it that you need to forgive yourself and walk forward and allow yourself to grow? Because you see, she's like in this forgiveness pose, begging for forgiveness, but she just needs to stand up a little, right? Because after you say you're sorry, you change. That's how you know if someone's really sorry, is if they change with it. So there's something here about trusting that this, what's happening in your life right now is a part of the process, and it's like you're getting deeper roots, or you're being replanted, like uprooting, right? So you're being replanted. You've outgrown this process that you've been going through. Let's see. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. I love that. That's so sweet. So I don't know about you, but this is giving me paradise vibes. And I think that this burdensome cycle that you've been going through, that you think that it's never going to end and when can I drop it, you're not even realizing that that's your choice to carry it. So you need to make the choice to drop it and surrender to the sweetness. So Venus energy, you may be ruled by Libra. You may be a Libra. You may be really in touch with your creativity, or that is what's coming towards you. What's coming towards you is, or what you need to know right now is that beautiful things lie ahead. You just kind of have to drop the burden so you can see it. You can clear your vision and see what lies ahead. And for some of you, this definitely has to do with love. Just because it's a woman and a man, although that's not, but we can say feminine energy, masculine energy. Make love to life. So every experience that you have, you completely connect with it, because that is, what spirit is asking you to do. And to get away from the sorry and the sorrow that you may have been feeling. All right, so this is from the archetype deck from Kim Kranz. Let's see what archetypes you're working with right now. The Seed, beautiful, and the Bardo. Ooh, okay. So again, it's like you've been in this kind of space underground, because the Bardo is the liminal space. It's the space where you are kind of in, I don't want to say limbo, but it's past, present, future, all are there combined. So you are literally connecting with this shadow aspect of yourself, and you keep saying sorry. You keep saying sorry to like your other self even. It's like the shadow and the darkness, this Gemini energy I'm getting a lot right now. But it's like this two side of you. And you're learning how to traverse the underworld right now. And so it may feel dark and it may feel like there's no light. But, remember, this is what's coming ahead. This is what's coming very close to you. But right now you're kind of in this shadow place where the seed can grow, because the seed, it's in the soil first. And then it's, completely able to grow its roots, and then you see it to sprout. And so what you need to know right now is just be patient, because there's a lot of things you're working through right now. And it's beautiful, but it's definitely taking you some time to really understand. I don't know how I'm doing this right now, to understand that, but it's all happening. You just have to believe. You have to believe that everything that you want is in the process of growing, and that you can say sorry to yourself or to anyone you feel like you may have hurt that's kind of blocking you from entering into the sweetness of life. Let's see. It's a very shadowy period right now, but with mental clarity and strength, you're able to drop this burden and surrender to the sweetness of life. So just remember that even though it seems a little dark right now, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. I think that is all I have for you, pile number 1. And I hope that you resonated somewhat with this. And again, thank you so much for tuning in to La Casa de Luz. If you would like to subscribe, or comment below, that'd be great. Okay, bye-bye. Till next time. Con mucha, mucha luz. All right. If you chose pile number 2, this is your reading. So this is a fluorite. It's kind of like a tetrahedron, or I actually never counted. I think it's 8 sides. Anyways, it's a fluorite, so it's really beautiful. This has a lot to do with activations, especially that sacred geometry. And we're going to start off with your sacred geometry. See what you got from the sacred geometry activations. Earth. So it's actually very similar to the crystal. It's that kind of symbolism. Very nice. So it's always wonderful to look at the sacred geometry because it does activate things in our third eye. So this is Earth, number 24. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal spiritual aspects of our nature. So first, what I'm getting is to continue your activation in your third eye chakra, you need to be connecting more with earth energy. So that means going outside, taking off your shoes, being in the grass, laying your belly on the grass or on a blanket or something, but very, on top of the grass. And just completely grounding yourself in this earth energy so that you're able to connect to more different aspects of yourself, specifically your spiritual self. So you have the Page of Pentacles and the World. Okay, so the World is a card of ending of cycles. And so I feel like you have been, going through a cycle of grounding because Pentacles is also earth energy. So you might have heavy earth in your chart, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. So that could be why it's very important for you to connect with that earth energy. You may also be exploring avenues of how to create more stability and financial security in your life. And so it's kind of like you've been going through a cycle and it's ending. Or it's beginning, basically, because the ending is basically the beginning as well. So it's kind of similar to pile number 1 with this kind of coming to an end of a cycle, which I think is really beautiful because there's a lot that means there's still a lot to explore. Let's see what else you got here. So we got some starseed oracles. Messenger, Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. Okay, so again, this going back to this activation that I feel like you're going through, you may yourself be a channeler. You may have your own, tarot channel or some type of tarot kind of channeling oracle feeling within yourself. Even if you're not doing right now, it's like you kind of have the perfect message at the perfect time for some people. And so I feel a lot is coming through your consciousness, and you are a messenger. Might be connected to the Sirius, planets. Bringing harmony and balance. I love this. So by being grounded into that earth energy, you're allowing yourself to become a messenger for Mother Earth, Pachamama, Gaia, Bhumi Devi. And you're able to be a messenger. Basically, you're like an earth angel. I love that. You are definitely an earth angel. And so right now you may be going through an activation of this, and you're kind of going into a new level of consciousness. Let's see what else you got from this deck, because I feel like it's very strong for you. Starseed energy. Hiriath, excuse me if I said that wrong. I don't know why it's not. There you go. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. Oh, you're definitely a starseed. And your life is a canvas artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. Wow, I love that. Okay, I'm gonna wait for that one. Let's look at this. So again, I was saying you're an earth angel, but you definitely come from the stars. Look at all this kind of ancestral, angelic realm here. And you may be someone kind of like me, where, we kind of have always felt that we're looking for our home. And it's because, we come from a place where it's just more community and more higher vibrations. And with the earth plane, it's not as high as maybe a celestial realm would be. So I do feel that you are a messenger of, heaven, in the sense that celestial ether sky, right? Because even here it said, the aspects of our great mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. So by connecting to your earth, by grounding into the earth, you're able to be a messenger and be a messenger of the ethereal, of the spiritual. And I just want to give you some encouragement to continue to do your work, because you are a great, great soul. And I feel very connected to you already. And I really enjoy that energy that I feel right now. Your life is a canvas, art, manifestation, creative accountability. So if you have been wondering what you need to do in this next chapter of your life, definitely creativity, things that are of a creative nature is for you. Understanding that wherever you go, you can make art and you can live freely to make art in this world. So your life is a canvas. So let's see from the archetype decks. Ooh, you got a lot of archetypes. So let's see what you're working with in the archetypes. So the starborn. Oh yes, you are a star. You are from the stars. You landed here on earth. You are someone extremely special, extremely high vibration person. You are a spiritual warrior. Wow, I feel like this reading's for me. So you are a spiritual warrior. You are someone who can fight for the good of all. And you are a messenger of spirit. Oh, I love this. The offering. Okay, so there's an offering that spirit is making towards you. There's an offering spirit is making towards you, and the heart, and it's going to penetrate your heart. Oh man, this is beautiful. Really, this is a magical reading right now. All I feel is this surge of energy of clarity. And what do you need to know right now is everything is working out for your benefit. You are this strong, extremely strong spiritual warrior sent from the stars above, right? You got longing for the stars and the starborn. So you come from the stars. So maybe you want to start looking up some starseed information. See if you can start channeling, certain starseed or the Pleiades, Sirius, Orion's belt, all of these different beings out there. They want to communicate with you. They want to give you something that's going to really set you to give you just something that's going to, take you to another level of your activation, your consciousness. And it's a slow process. Page of Pentacles, it's a slow process, but there's definitely something really beautiful happening, especially in your heart center right now. So what do you need to know? I just feel that you need to know that you are amazing. You are amazing. The longing you have for your home is okay, is correct. It's not anything that you need to be ashamed of. and there's something beautiful going to be offered to you. So that is your reading, pile number 2. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, or subscribe. And till next time, con mucha, mucha luz. Bye-bye. So pile number 3, chose pile number 3. This is your reading. So this is a crow feather. It's beautiful. Okay, let's see. What do we see? With the sacred geometry activation cards. Crown chakra, beautiful. I want to see the next one. Just, oops. With Merkaba, okay, wow. So again, you may want to go to pile number 2 because it feels like the same type of energy is coming out right now. We have crown chakra, what is located above your head, and Merkaba, which is a vehicle that can be used to basically to raise your vibration, your kundalini energy. So it's something that a lot of mystics, they meditate on this sacred sacred symbol, and they're able to raise their bodily consciousness. And that is exactly what the crown chakra is doing as well. So you may want to go back, like I said, to watch pile 2 because it was a very similar message. So let's see. The frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. Okay, I like this. The frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. So I feel that for pile number 3, whereas pile number 2 was a little more like coming out of like the ending, the beginning, I feel you guys are really much, you know what it is to go through the underworld. And that's why I'm holding the feather, because the feather and the crow is the underworld bird. And the crow in the Vedic literature signifies, it's the messenger of death, of Yamaraj. So in our shadow work, we have to kind of understand how to traverse that underworld energy and that subconscious mind where we are kind of trying to understand our darker parts. And I feel that this pile has connected and traversed the underworld so that their crown chakra and the Merkaba energy is something you guys are already doing or you're stepping into right now. Let's see, for tarot, you have the 4 of Pentacles and Justice. Okay, so, the 4 of Pentacles seems like you're kind of a little bit guarded. Maybe you guard your energy a lot, and I think that that is a good thing. Because if you're a very sensitive person like I am, sometimes when we're going through these high accelerating activations, what we need to do is guard our energy. So this may be maybe feel a little rigid, and sometimes we need to be like that, but we need to have balance, okay? So if you have been really guarded, not letting anyone in, you may want to do that. So I'm getting this kind of anxious feeling right now. So there might be a lot of energy surcharging in your body, and I understand what that feels like. So definitely Spirit is saying here to balance out your energies. You need to do some more meditation with your crown chakra and with the Merkaba energy. So meditating on this and understanding that the energy is going up through the crown chakra is going to help alleviate that anxiety you may be feeling when the surcharge of energy is coming through. Definitely feeling that. Let's see what you got for, you have one more tarot. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, beautiful. So you are a very grounded person. And so that's probably why you're feeling a little strange at times when with energy raising. So if that doesn't apply to you, then of course take what resonates. But I am feeling like at times you're like this Queen of Pentacles and you're grounded and you're good. But then at other times you're really protective, because the Queen of Pentacles, she is protective, but she's not rigid. And the Four of Pentacles, I feel, is a more rigid energy. So, or like, kind of stuck even a little bit, like you're afraid to do anything. Whereas the Queen of Pentacles, she's kind of looking up out the horizon. She has a large vision for her life. So you may be trying to balance out those two energies, that kind of, strict feeling and the grounded feeling and the flow feeling and just going with what nature wants. But there's definitely a lot of emphasis on your financial and your 3D stability. So finding balance through meditation, I feel, is a big message for you right now, that the answers you seek are in you, and you need to just calm down a little bit sometimes and do some meditation, especially with that Merkaba energy. All right, so for the Starseed Oracle, we have Called. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Oh, I like that. And the next one is wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. Well, that's a very interesting two different feelings, and this is what you're balancing. It's like you've been called. You know exactly what you need to do, but there's still things that are not exactly squared away or set in stone. So you're kind of waiting and pausing, but you know exactly what you want to do and you know exactly where you're going. It's just things might not be the time to take complete action, but that doesn't mean that you stop. All right, you're waiting, but not stopping. So again, you're finding this balance, again, with this Justice card. So you're finding this balance between being called, to go a certain direction, but also waiting and being secure and saving, or, not taking action yet, but kind of understanding and marking out what actions are you going to take when it is time to take them. So what do you need to know right now? I'm totally feeling this kind of like build your plan of how to step up into another kind of leadership. And once Spirit shows you that this is the time, you will know exactly what to do. So Spirit's basically saying it's time to balance out your energies and, kind of understand what it is that you have to do in life. And I definitely feel like you have some type of spiritual gifts. This is the archetype deck. Let's see what you got. The healer. I said you have some kind of gifts, so you're a healer. Okay, so if you were really just attracted to this pile, it's because you're extremely spiritual and you are here to heal people, and it's time for you to step up in your gifts because Spirit is calling you. And it's time to get rid of all the poison that no longer serves you. And it's time to understand, again, how to heal the poisons within yourself first so that you can do your calling, which is to heal others. So you may be just in this very shadow space. Look at that. I was just saying shadow space, and you get the empty room. Okay, so right now you are also, now this kind of changes a little bit of things. There may be some shadow stuff that you've been working on, some poisons in your mind, and Spirit is saying to connect with the Merkaba energy so that you can lift that energy to your crown chakra and you're able to clear out anything that you're going through. So you're healing yourself at the moment so that you are able to get your call or start your calling, which would be healing others. Maybe you are a healer yourself, but right now you kind of are at this pause. So you're kind of like, why am I at this pause? It's because there's some kind of shadow work that you're doing and you need to see through the darkness because it looks empty. You're like, oh no, I've done all the shadow work that I need to do, but there's something hidden. There's something hidden that that is why you're on a pause right now, to go back to the shadow aspects and to really see what it is that you need to bring to the light, and using this Merkaba energy and the crown chakra energy as well. So I hope that resonates. That message came really strongly. If it doesn't resonate, sorry about that. Maybe you can pick another pile. Either way, please, if you did like it, like, comment, or subscribe. I really do appreciate it. And I'm wishing you so much peace. And I'm sending this with mucha, mucha luz. Adios.